Hello, everybody. How everybody doing out there today in my YouTube audience? I would like to say Shalom to the remnant today of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the gods of the Hebrew kingdom, the mother and father of Zion. I'm here, and I'm late because I made a video earlier to tell you exactly what was happening, what was going on, why I wasn't able to do the law class today at 7 o'clock. So I made a video earlier to tell you exactly what was going on with that. But I'm here right now. I'm here right now, and I thank the God of Israel. Ahayah is his name. I thank the Mother of Zion, the great Holy Spirit. We here, people. We do here to do law class number 12. Law class number 12. That's exactly where we are today. And as I told you earlier today, that when I do come on this law class today, it would be a double standard. It would be a double standard class. So we going deep into our laws of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ahayah is his name. The covenant, the Hebrew scrolls, that's the law, the Hebrew scrolls. My name is Prophet Elishaba. I am the queen and prophet of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel, and the mother of Zion. So before we go into our law class, I'm just really testing everything out right here where I am. I really don't have my cell phone with me, so I'm just testing a new hookup just to see if this gonna work today. So I'm gonna talk for a little while, and then probably I will come back and make a part two to this. Right now, this is part one, okay, of our 613 laws of the God of Israel, law class number 12. This is God of Israel, 12 tribes, Hebrew Knowledge School. Hebrew Knowledge School. This is a divine platform for the God of Israel to reach his remnant. So before we go into our law class, I just want to read a scripture to you. I want to read a scripture to you. And we're going to read a scripture out of the book of Isaiah. Isaiah. Let's read Isaiah 41, verse 1. Verse 1. Keep silent before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, then let them speak. Let us come near together to judgment. This is a higher assurance for the house of Israel, the 144,000 of the children of Israel that will live in the new Jerusalem and the new earth that the God of Israel and the mother Zion will create. Let Ahayah renew our strength. That's exactly what needs to be done right now. Ahayah, the God of Israel, need to renew our strength. We need the God of Israel to renew our strength. Okay? That's exactly what we need. We need our strength to be renewed. Give me one moment. Give me one moment right here. Okay, like I say, I'm testing everything just to make sure that everything is working good with this system that I'm working with today. One moment. Give me a minute. I don't know if you can hear me. So, the God of Israel, like I said, we are here to do what we supposed to do for him. So we need the God of Israel to renew our strength, okay? Because right now the house of Israel is going through a lots of turmoil. And we need the God of Israel to renew our strength. And you know what really do make us strong? Keeping his laws, following his laws, obeying his laws. That's the only thing that can renew our strength. There's absolutely nothing else that we can do to renew our strength. Only the law of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Ahayah, can renew you. There's absolutely nothing else that you can do in this earth to renew yourself. You have to understand the laws. You have to know the laws of the God of Israel. Let me get one more scripture and then we're going to read Deuteronomy. We're going to read Deuteronomy 6 and we're going to go into our law class number 12 today. We're going to read Isaiah 43. But now thus said Ahayah that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by name. Thou art mine. Thou art mine. Okay? That's the remnant, the 144,000, the chosen seed of the God of Israel in the earth. The 144,000 that will live in the new kingdom with the Mother, with the Son, with the Father, and with the heavenly hosts. Okay? So the God of Israel is saying right here, he's talking to his remnant. He's talking to his remnant, the 144,000. But now thus said Ahayah that created thee. The God of Israel is the one that created us. The God of Israel, the God of the Hebrew kingdom, the God of the Hebrew nation. He is the one that created us. He's the one that created us. Okay? That created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not. Fear not, remnant. All you need to do and understand is the law right now. That's all you need to be reading. That's all you need to be listening to. That's all you need to be studying. You need to be understanding the law right now, remnant. You ain't got time to hear nothing about the government no more. You don't got no more time to listen to that about the government and you know what Elder Ricard and your Hebrew Israelite elders and your Christian church pastor and them teaching. You don't got no more time for that. There's absolutely no more time for that. Okay, we are at the end, and the God of Israel, Ahayah, is calling the great Holy Spirit, the Mother of Zion, the Queen of Jerusalem. They are calling us. They are calling us. It's time for us to prepare ourselves. It's preparation time. It's preparation time. It ain't time to be partying and drinking and eat. Oh, yeah, turn that plate away. Turn that plate away. Walk away from all the Christian ministries that you involved in. Walk away from all of that. We only have time for the God of Israel now. We only have time to prepare for our gods now. The Mother and the Father and the Son. We only have time for that. We don't have time for no more church services. We don't have time for that. We are in the civil part of the law right now. It's time for us to consider our life, consider who we are, consider what the God of Israel want from us. Consider what the great Holy Spirit, the Mother of Jerusalem, want from us, Hebrews. It's time for us to consider. The civil law is about consideration for your God and for one another and for your own self. Nobody gonna save you. Nobody gonna help you. Ain't nobody gonna help you, Israel. Just the God of Israel. Just the gods of Jerusalem is the only ones gonna help us. There's absolutely no one else gonna help us in this earth. So right now it's time for us to prepare. Turn the plate away. Turn the music away. Turn the ministries away. Walk away from the Christian church. Walk away from the Hebrew Israelite churches. Walk away from all these churches and ministries. Walk away. Because see, what they are teaching you and what they are telling you is absolutely nothing that's going to prepare you and edify you so you can get ready to meet your gods of Jerusalem. So I'm here, the prophet. I am here today, the prophet of the God of Israel. I'm here to let you know that it's preparation time. It's the 7th month. It's the year of release. It's time for us to release ourselves from the beast system. From the beast and the beast system. We must release ourselves from everything and everybody to serve the God of Israel. We must. And this is absolutely where I am right now. I don't got no more time for nothing else but the God of Israel right now. That's it. That's it. If you're doing anything right now outside of what the God of Israel want you to do, and what is it that the God of Israel wants you to do? It's in the law what he wants you to do. It's in the law what he wants you to do, how he wants you to spend your time every day. It's in the law. It's already recorded in the Hebrew scrolls. You don't have to figure out what the God of Israel wants you to do. You just have to pick up the covenant. You have to pick up the law. You have to pick up the Torah. And you have to read law by law to understand what the God of Israel wants from us right now going forward. Do he want worship from you? Absolutely, every day. Every day. Do the God of Israel want you to sing to him? Absolutely, every day. He loves songs, but he loves songs that come from your heart and your soul. He don't like that stuff that's made up with choirs and all that. He don't like those kind of songs, because those kind of songs to him is paganism. He like a song that comes from within you. Yes, he like you to sing to him. He like you to worship him. He like you to call on his name every day. He like you to glorify him in this earth. Is your Hebrew Israelite elders glorifying the God of Israel? Absolutely not. All they talk about is the government. They're not glorifying the God of Israel or the gods of Israel. All they talk about is the government, the Hebrew Israelites. They're not glorifying the God of Israel. And once you realize that, remnant, and wake yourself up and your mind up and understand that these people is not preparing you to meet the God of Israel, the mother and the father and the son. So what I want to say, the God of Israel say right here in Isaiah 43, that he called us by our name. He called us by we are his. We don't belong to the government. Remnant. We don't belong to no elders and no ministries and no churches and no synagogues and no shrines. And we don't belong to none of that. We belong to the God of Israel. That's who we belong to. We are his. We are his. And it's time for us to prepare for our God right now. That's exactly where we are at. You don't know how to prepare because you don't got no prophet to tell you how to prepare to meet the gods of Jerusalem. You don't have no prophet to tell you nothing. So let's read Deuteronomy 6. Elder Ricard, he can't tell you nothing about the God of Israel. Why you think he talk about the government so much? And the white folks and what they doing and all of that and Babylon and that's all he know. That's all he know what to talk about because he disconnected from the God of Israel. He don't know the real God. I don't care if he know his name. He can know his name. That don't mean that you know him because you know his name. That don't mean that you know the God of Israel. And it don't mean that the God of Israel accept you as his son or daughter just because you know his name. The only thing going to connect you with the God of Israel is his law. And there's nothing else going to connect you. So is Elder Ricard and E.E. them teaching the law? No. So there's no connection. There's no edification. There's absolutely nothing for you, remnant. So you got to walk away. Deuteronomy 6. Yeah, I want to give Satan a black eye today. I want to give Satan and his witches and his warlocks a black eye today and his demons. Because how he going to come up against the prophet, how he going to come up against me to try to stop me from doing what the God of Israel want me to do. He tore my phone up. Satan went after my phone and tore my phone up to try to stop me from doing what I got to do for the remnant. But he can't stop me because I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I love the God of Israel, and I'll do anything anything that I got to do for him. So I'm unstoppable. So I'm here, people. I'm here. I'm right here. And we're going to read Deuteronomy 6. Deuteronomy 6 today. Deuteronomy 6. Okay. Yeah. And after we read Deuteronomy 6, this is a double standard class today. This is a double standard law class today. This is not your regular, ordinary law class today. This law class is a double standard law class. This law class gonna run demons down to the pit of hell where they belong. That's what this law class gonna do today. Yes, we're gonna give Satan about 3 or 4 black eyes today with this law class. Deuteronomy 6. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments. The judgments, look at that, that's called, which Ahayah commanded you to teach you that you may, oh my God. Hear, O Israel, verse 4. Hear, O Israel, Ahayah our God is one God. And thou shalt love Ahayah thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. Okay? Hear, O Israel. The only way you can hear Israel is that you got to have a prophet of the God of Israel in front of you. If you don't have no prophet in front of you, if you don't have no prophet in your path, you will never ever hear the God of Israel. That's the only way the children of Israel ever heard anything from Ahayah, the God of Israel. They had to have a prophet in front of them. And see, that's why Satan hate me so much. That's why he hate me so much. He want to do anything he can to get in my way, to stop me. But I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I am the prophet of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ahayah is his name. I'm his prophet. I'm his queen. Okay? I am, what the God of Israel made me. When he put me in this earth, that's who I was. A queen and a prophet. Okay? So yes, let me tell you this. One moment here. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how this is going to work. Because I don't know if they can hear me. I can put it down here, right? Oh my God. Okay, that's still nothing. Okay. It's right there. I don't know how this is gonna work here. Okay, one moment, people. One moment. I'm trying to see how I am going to be able to do this. I don't know if I leave this screen, I don't think you will be able to hear me. So one moment, let's see. How can I do this? It's like float. Let me see. Float. Let me see. Float. What can float do? Okay, float. Okay, float. Maybe you still can hear me. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this gonna work. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so um, like I was saying to you, like I was saying to you, okay, you don't understand Hebrews. You do not understand exactly what you need to be doing right now with yourself. You don't understand. And Israel never understood without a prophet. Can't no elder tell you nothing. Can't no pastor tell you nothing. Can't no bishop tell you nothing. The Pope cannot tell you nothing because he's not the prophet of the God of Israel. He can't tell you nothing. All them people can teach you about is religion and tradition and how to serve other gods outside of the God of Israel. That's all they can teach you. They can't teach you absolutely nothing else. They can't teach you nothing else. Believe me, you got to have a prophet of the God of Israel. You got to have a prophet of the God of Israel, or you'll never learn, you'll never understand, you'll never get no edification nowhere in this earth but from a prophet. The prophet that Ahayah chooses. That's his name. Hold on one moment. Give me one moment and I'm going to come right back.
What?
Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. Okay. I am back. And we're going to go into our law class right now. We're going to go into our law class. I'm going to attempt to do this. This is a double standard law class today, meaning that we're going to study 24 laws today. 24 laws today. We won't be 12. We usually do 12 laws. We're going to do 24 laws today. I want to put in some quality time today with the God of Israel today. So we're going to do 24 laws today. And You got to give me one moment to see how I'm going to be able to do this. Because again, I don't have my cell phone with me. And so, before we go into the law class today, is that I want to talk to you a little bit about the ceremonial part of the laws. The ceremonial part of the laws. We already done the ceremonial part of the laws. Right now, we are in the civil part of the laws, where the ceremonial part. I want to say Christmas is coming up, New Year's is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up. You got all these pagan holidays coming up. And I want to say this. I want to say this. For anybody, it doesn't matter who you are. For anybody that think that you can serve the God of Israel, and you can say the God of Israel is your father and God is your father. Yeah, whatever God you believe in and whatever God you is talking about, which is not the God of Israel, Ahayah, okay? That's a whole different God that you've been taught about. But for anybody, I want to say this. The God of Israel have absolutely nothing to do with holidays. Absolutely nothing to do with holidays. You cannot keep the law of the God of Israel and think you're going to celebrate Christmas and New Year's and uh, Thanksgiving and Halloween and all them the God of Israel have holy days. He don't operate in holidays. That stuff was created by the government. The government created Christmas. Let me say it again. The government created Christmas. That's who created it, not the God of Israel. He don't care nothing about, his son, celebrating his son birthday on Christmas. No, no. His son was not born on December 25th. Don't nobody know when his son was born because you wasn't in the earth when he was born. So that's a pagan holiday that the government set up to get a lot of money out of you. So you can go buy your kids some toys and you can go buy you some Jordans and you can go buy your PlayStation 5 and you can do all of that stuff for all this Christmas and New Year's and all this stuff. I'm telling you, people, the more you involve yourself in this world and the things that the beast Satan have set up in this world for you to do, the more you involve yourself, the more you disconnect yourself in your life from the God that created you. It's only one God. He had one name. He one God with one name. He had one people, and that people is a Hebrew people. They the Hebrew nation, the children of Israel. He only had one people, one name, and he's one God. So the more you involve yourself in the things of this life and the things of this world, you continue to disconnect yourself. You continue to be disobedient to the God that put you in this earth. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that no more. I gave it all up Christmas. Forget a Christmas. What I need a Christmas for? A Christmas tree? The God of Israel ain't got nothing to do with no Christmas tree. What I need Thanksgiving with a big old turkey on my table and all of that. No, people. No. It's all about holy days, not holidays. Holy days. Okay, holy days. Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, blowing of the trumpet, the memorial blowing of the trumpet, Pentecost, Day of Atonement, New Year's, Abib. It's all about the holy days and the holy months. That's what it's about, the ceremonial law. Okay, so uh, I just want to let you know that. Don't deceive yourselves, people. Don't deceive yourself saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna read the law and I want to see what the law." What you want to see what the law talking about if you're not gonna keep the law? Why do you need to read it if you're not gonna keep it? There's absolutely no reason for you to read the law or try to understand the law if you're not ready to give up all the things of this life that Satan have created in the earth. You got to give it all up. Walk away from it. My mom and them big every holiday. Oh, you don't celebrate Christmas? No, I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, you don't cook no more food on Thanksgiving. You don't cook no more turkeys. No, I don't cook nothing on Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate that. I'm a Hebrew woman. I don't have no business celebrating none of that paganism that the government set up for you, a white man set up for you to do. I'm a Hebrew. I'm a Hebrew woman. I live my life as a Hebrew woman. I serve a Hebrew God. His name is Ahayah. You ain't going to get me mixed up in all that stuff that the government got you mixed up in, Israel. Hebrews, you all mixed up in your mind. You don't know who you are. You know absolutely nothing about your own self. I'm believing. What? I'm believing. I'm hating. What? What? What are you saying, man? What are you saying, bruh? My God. You actually believe what those white folks, those oppressors, don't told you about your own identity? They the one told you that you believe it. Your slave masters, the one that's got you broke, poor, hungry, calling on them, depending on them, waiting on them. They the ones told you all of that. So the ceremonial laws is all about holy days for the God of Israel. They are very sacred, holy days. Everybody in the world now, get ready for Christmas. Everybody in the world, get ready for Thanksgiving. Everybody is getting ready. You Hebrew Israelites, all y'all getting ready to do is continue in your paganism and your satanic religions and satanic doctrine that you are following, that don't have nothing to do with Ahayah, the God of Israel. So we're going into the law class right now. Let me see if we can do this. I need to float that. I put you down here, you're not going to be able to hear me. I know you're not. So if I float you, I think you can still hear me if I float you. I don't know. So if I float you, let's see what happened here. Let's see. Okay, let's try this. Let's attempt to do this, okay? Let's attempt to do this. So law class number 12, the civil law. The civil law. That's what we are talking about today. The civil law. Civil. Civil laws for civilized people, not animals. The civil law. Okay? Let's see. The civil law. I don't know how this gonna work. This tab is using your microphone. Okay. It say this tab is using your microphone. Hopefully. Let's go to law number 134. This what I'm gonna do. Give me my ink pen and yeah. One moment, people. I gotta do this just like this. Give me a okay, give me a minute. I'm back. Give me a minute. I have to do this just like this. Give me maybe about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'll be right. This is the Hebrew Divine Knowledge School. I'll be right back with you. Okay, give me a few minutes. Oh, we on law number 134, the slander. The slander must remain married to his wife. What's the scripture for that? Deuteronomy 22:19. Law number 135. He must not divorce her. He must not divorce her. Deuteronomy 22:19. Law number 136. To take procedures against a suspected adulteress. So I'm back. So let's go to our law class. Today is law class number 12, double standard class. We are law number 34. The slander. The slander must remain married to his wife. Deuteronomy 22:19. How many men do we have that slander? Daughters of Zion or women today, black women, Hebrew women. How many Hebrew men we have that slander? Even the ones that say they into the truth. Even the Hebrew Israelite elders that say they into the truth, say they with God and all of that. This is law number 134. The slander must remain married to his wife. Deuteronomy 22:19. Let's get that law. No, I'm not getting it on first. Deuteronomy 22:19. It says, and they shall amuse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he brought up an evil name upon the virgin of Israel, and she shall put his and he sh- and she shall be his wife. He may not put her away all of his life. So this is the man, the Hebrew brother, for law number 135. I mean, law number 134. So he humbled the Hebrew, he humbled the Hebrew girl or the Hebrew woman or the Hebrew virgin. She was never married, she never been touched by a man. And this Hebrew brother humbled her. He humbled her and convinced her and talked her into having sex with him. So up under the law, there was penalties for what he did to the daughter of Zion. There was penalties. This is dealing with the civil part of the law. Justice. The God of Israel is a God of justice. He's a God of justice. That's what he is, a God of justice, a God of judgment. Okay, so justice had to be done right here for law number 134. The slander, he slandered his wife. Didn't find no favor. The wife didn't find no more favor in his eyes. He went around Jerusalem talking about his wife to all kind of people, all kind of Hebrew men up in Jerusalem. Probably Hebrew women too, talking about his wife wasn't this and his wife wasn't that, and I don't want her no more, man. I don't want her. I don't want that woman no more. I want to get rid of that woman. After he had humbled her and she became his wife. In other words, what he did, he raped her in a way, meaning that he humbled her, meaning that he took her sexually by force. So it's a civil law in the Torah against that. So justice had to be done for the daughter of Zion. So right here it say in Deuteronomy 22:19 that he must be her wife all the days of his life. And he must pay the father 50 shekels. 50 shekels. This is civil. It's not right for you to force a Hebrew woman to have sex with you. It's not right for you to humble a Hebrew woman talk her and convince her to lay up with you and open her legs up to you. And then after she do that, you mistreat her. You mistreat her. You walk around Jerusalem. You walk around Florida. You walk around Detroit. You walk around in New York slandering the daughter of Zion name because you don't want her. You humble her and cause her to have sex with you, but now you don't want. It's a lot of Hebrew men like that today. It's a lot of Hebrew men like that today. And that's why their life is the way it is, because we are not a nation right now. We divided. But the God of Israel is still, the God of Israel law still stand. He doing the punish. He doing the vengeance. He taking care of all of that. So let's go to the next law. Get no precept. The next law is 135. He must not blame. He must not, no, it say law 135, he must not divorce her. Deuteronomy 22:19, same Bible verse. For law number 135 of the civil law. He cannot divorce this woman. As long as she lives, he cannot divorce her. See, this is justice. This is justice. The God of Israel law is dealing with what is right to do. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So yes, next law number 136. To take a to take a procedure against a suspected adulterer. To take a procedure against a suspected person that have committed adultery. There's a lot of adultery going on today, man. So much adultery. So much adultery is up in this earth. I'm reading law number 136 of the civil law. It's so much adultery. But see, the God of Israel did not play that. when our ancestors was in Jerusalem. He didn't play that. Whatever law that you broke, there was penalties. There was always penalties. The penalty could be death. See, y'all think because Jesus came and, Yeshua or whatever you Hebrew Israelites call him, okay? Y'all think because the Son of God came in the earth that you can just get away with so much things now. And that's not true. The Son of God came to bring eternal life to the remnant. To the remnant. Not the whole house of Israel. Because see, the house of Israel is the one that killed the Son of God. They the one that killed him. The house of Israel, okay? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So no, the Son of God did not come. He was not born in this world for you to sin and think that because he died and all that, you can get away with whatever you doing. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. You break the law, you're going to pay for that. The God of Israel record everything that you do against the law. Everything that we do every day. It doesn't matter what it is. If the law said it and you doing what the law said not to do, the God of Israel record that. And there is a penalty for that. And when you get ready to stand before him or you leave this earth, you die. You're going to be judged accordingly to that. So right here, law number 36, to take procedures against a person that's suspected in adultery. That is Numbers 5, verse 30. Let's read that. Numbers 5, verse 30. Numbers 5, verse 30. I thank the God of Israel today, Ahayah. I thank my God and my father and my mother of the Hebrew kingdom. I thank them today. It say, let's start at verse 29 of Numbers 5. This is the law of jealousy, see. This is the law of jealousy. How many people in the world, husbands and wives, that are jealous of one another? Woo! It's so much of that in the earth. It's so much jealousy in the earth that you got some husbands and you got some wives and you got some boyfriends and some girlfriends that kill each other because they jealous. They jealous. Okay? Listen to the law. Law number 136. This is the law of jealousies. When a wife go aside to another instead of her husband and is defiled, or when the spirit of jealousy come upon him and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the wife before Ahayah, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. So it's two kind of jealousy right here that the God of Israel is talking about in the law. His law. When a woman, a wife, go aside and commit adultery with another man. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of that going on among the Hebrew people today. when she go outside of her husband and she go have sex with another man, law number 136, and she become defiled because she committed adultery on her husband. She committed adultery on her husband. It's a great penalty for any woman that commit adultery on her husband. It's a great penalty for any man that commit adultery on his wife. Why do you need to go outside of your wife? Why do you need to go have sex with another woman? Why did you marry your wife? Why did you marry her? If you felt like you needed another woman, there's no reason for you to marry that woman. Stay single and be a fornicator all your life and a whoremonger. So the God is saying right here, the wife have defiled herself. She defiled herself. See, when you have sex with another man that's not your husband, Hebrew women, daughters of Zion, you defile your body. You defile yourself. You become defiled. The God of Israel only intended for you, me, and everybody else that's a Hebrew. He only intended for us to be married, husbands and wife. Husband is what? This is the order of the God of Israel from the garden. From the garden, when he created Adam and Eve, they was husband and wife. That's the God of Israel way. Okay, so right here, she defiled herself and committed adultery on her husband. She's defiled in the God of Israel's sight. She defiled. So look what the God of Israel said. Verse 30. Or when the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous over his wife. So he get jealous because his wife done committed adultery. And he get jealous that she got another man that she's sleeping with. Okay? Be jealous over his wife, and she'll set the woman before Ahayah. So back in Jerusalem, they had to set the woman that committed the adultery in front of the God of Israel, Ahayah. They set her, the priest executed judgment on the Hebrew woman for going against her husband in adultery. And the husband become jealous. Jealous. That's a sin too. You don't need to be jealous of nobody. For what? Who I'm jealous of? Absolutely nobody. I ain't jealous of nobody. So look what he says, set the woman before Ahayah, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. So law number 136, you have to set the woman that committed the adultery before the God of Israel and the priest. And they're going to execute the penalty that the Torah or the Hebrew scrolls say that you got to do to the woman for committing adultery against her husband. Her husband becomes jealous. She's defiled. So this is what I'm saying. Let's go to the next law. Let's go to the next law. Law number 137. Numbers Uh, Numbers 5:15 for law number 36. Numbers 5:15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest. See, this is civil. Committing adultery is a civil offense. Every time you commit adultery on your husband or your wife or your girl, that's a civil offense. That's civil. It's time to go to court. It's time to go to the Hebrew court. It's time to go to the Hebrew court. The God of Israel is the judge. He is the judge. That's civil. When you have you commit adultery, you breaking the civil part of the law. So it says right here, then shall a man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour on the oil upon it, but nor put frankincense thereon, for it is the offering of jealousy, an offering of a memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. So he had to get the meal and the barley meal and all that Ahayah required. The God of Israel, the God of the Hebrews, he had requirements. He had requirements. So the priest had to get the barley meal and, the offering of jealousy, because the husband was so very jealous. An offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. So it was a iniquity that the woman committed against her husband. Iniquity is breaking the law. It's not what the Christian church teach you that iniquity is. The Christian church teach you that the iniquity is unseen sins of the heart. No, that's not what iniquity is. Iniquity is breaking the law of the God of Israel. That's iniquity. It don't have nothing to do with the hidden sins of your heart. It have everything to do with the law of the God of Israel, the 613 laws, the Misavak. That's iniquity. That's iniquity, Christian. If you don't know what it is, let me tell you what iniquity is. Iniquity is not the hidden sin of your heart. Iniquity is breaking the law of the God of Israel. That's iniquity. Let's get our next law. Let's get our next law. Law number 138. Law number 138. A suspected wife is to be accompanied by a meal offering that contains no frankincense. Numbers 5:15. We already did that. Law number 138 is still dealing with the woman that defiled herself and committed adultery. Numbers 5:15. So we're going to go to law number 139. 139. Not to have relationships with your mother. So we finished with all of that. You understand all of that. We moving right along into the civil law. Not to have relations with your mother. Leviticus 18:7. Law number 39. Not to have relations with your mother. Leviticus 13:9. Let's get that. Not to have a relationship, a sexual relationship with your mother. You know how many men that's having sex with their own mama. You know how many Hebrew men, black men, that have all the Hebrews are black, all 12 of them, 12 tribes. You know how many having sexual relationships with their mama because their mama have traumatized them since they was little boys, little girls having sex with their mama because they've been traumatized as children. They've been taught this behavior by their mama to have sex. Their mama molested them. The mama molested the little boy and the little girl. I know. I'm a witness of things like that. The mama molested her little daughter and she molested her little son. And now they having sexual relationships, but that's against the law. Law number 139 said you cannot do that. Leviticus 18:7. Leviticus 18:7. See, them mamas is nasty. See, y'all want to believe that mom is so good, and mama so this, and mama so that. You want to believe all of that. But if you really look back at your childhood, you really stop programming yourself to believe that your mama was so very good. And look at the way your mama actually treated you as a little girl or little boy. Yeah. So the God of Israel made a civil law concerning a mother having sex with her children. They was doing it in Jerusalem. They was going off, having sex with their mama, the mama having sex with her son. Yes. The daddy having sex with his son and his daughter. Yes, they was going off in Jerusalem. The God of Israel made a law for you not to do that. Why would you rape your own child? Why would you molest your own child? Why would you molest your own son? What kind of mother would do that? Have sex with her own child? A wicked, evil mother. That's the mother that would do that. And grandma now. Grandma now, mama, auntie now. Yes, they wicked and evil. They molest their own nieces and nephews and granddaughters and grandsons. Yes, wicked and evil. But the God of Israel made a law. Let's read it. Let's read the law that he made. One moment. One moment, people. I'm not about to hold nobody up today, okay? I don't got time to hold you up no more, Hebrews. You either going to do what the God of Israel going to want you to do, or you ain't going to do nothing but die up in this earth. That's what's going to happen. You're going to die up in this earth. The God of Israel going to destroy you. Leviticus 18:7. The nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother. The nakedness of thy father and the nakedness of thy mother. Shall thou not uncover? She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Ain't no mama got no business having sex with her child. That is against the God of Israel. It's wicked. It's defiled. It's nasty. It's very, very polluted. How many black little girls and how many black little boys been molested and raped? How many? Oh my God, so many little boys and little Hebrew boys and Hebrew girls been raped by people in their family, their mom and grandma and them, and uncle and nephew and cousins and all of that. You cannot see the nakedness of your mother or the nakedness of your father. So let's go to the next law. Law number 140 of the civil law. Not to have a relationship with your father's wife. Leviticus 18:8. Law number 140. Not to have a relationship with your father's wife. Your stepmama. You know how many men, Hebrew men, that's having sex with their daddy wife? Their daddy wife. You know how many men and women that's doing that? Ooh, my God. Ooh. See, the God of Israel know y'all wickedness. He know your wickedness. And you will be held accountable. You're not getting away. You're not getting away. Believe me, when you breathe your last breath in your body, you going straight to the judge. You are going straight to the judge. The God of Israel. He is the judge. He's the one and only true God. And there is no other God. You going straight to him. You're not going to get away for breaking the God of Israel law. Oh, I'm not under the law. I'm under grace. You under what? Grace. What is grace? Absolutely nothing. Yes, you under the law, Hebrews, black folks, Mayans, all of y'all are, yes. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in the law. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in it. It don't matter if you don't believe that you should keep it. You are still up under the law. And the God of Israel is going to judge you. He's judging you right now for breaking the law. And that's why your life is destroyed and messed up. You ain't got nothing, all kind of stuff going on. You running, going crazy. You losing your mind. Yes, because you are breaking the law. It's penalties for breaking the law. It's judgments for breaking the law of the God of Israel. Don't you understand? Israel, it is judgments and penalties. Forget about the Son of God died for you. Forget about that. That don't got nothing to do with what the God of Israel law say. When you break it, you have to be held accountable. There's penalties. This is the civil law. See, the God of Israel want to teach y'all people some sense. He want to teach y'all some sense. Oh, yeah, I could just do what I want to do, and I believe the way I believe, and yeah, I just believe what I believe, and that's all I need to know. And see, that's why your life is the way that it is. That's all you need to know, and that's all you want to know. Absolutely nothing. So let's go to the next law. This is the civil part of the law. People got stoned to death in Jerusalem when they broke the law. The God of Israel killed them. He killed his own people Just like he killing y'all right now today. He killing you. Because you breaking the law. You breaking the law. You breaking the law. You going against the God of Israel. And what he say. Man, I don't know why. I don't know why I lost my auntie. Think about your auntie life. What did your auntie do? What did your auntie do when she was living? What kind of life did your auntie? Oh, she was a Christian and she went to church and she served Jesus and Jesus and oh my God, that's the wrong thing that your auntie did. That's the wrong thing right there. Yeah. That's the wrong, and that's why auntie not here. The God of Israel dropped auntie up out of here. I'm telling you people what I know. He dropped her and so many more up out of here. And he's dropping them every single day. Let's go to the next law. So you cannot look at your father naked and have sex with your father and have sex with your mom. Because your mama molested you. Tell mama, no, mama, you did that stuff to me when I was little. I ain't finna have no more sex with you, mama. I'm not doing that. Because you taught me to come, go and get in the bed with you and pull my clothes off and be naked with you. No, mama, no, daddy, I'm not doing that. You have to stand up for yourself, Hebrews, and stop letting people manipulate you and deceive you and teach you to go against your God because you want to make somebody happy or you want to make somebody feel good about you. I could care less, bruh. I could care less, sis. I'm going to serve the God of Israel, and I don't care who you are and what you are. Because I already know. I already know, people. Next law. Law number 141. Hold on one moment. Law number 141. Not to have relationships with your sister. It's right here, Leviticus 18, all of that, 18:10. Law number 141. Who you got? 1, 2, 3 for law number 140, 140. Law number 141, Leviticus 18:9. Law number 141, Leviticus 18:9. And the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou should not uncover. You can't have sex with your sister. You cannot have sex with your sister. You cannot have sex with your brother. It doesn't matter where they was born. They can be born in China, but they still your sister and you're still your brother. It's just your mama went to China. Your mama went to China to live for a year. And at that time, her and your daddy, she got pregnant by your father and they had a baby in China. That don't make her Chinese. That don't make her Chinese because she was born in China. She still is a Hebrew woman because her daddy is a Hebrew. And her mom is a Hebrew. It don't matter where she was born. She can be born in China. She can be born in Egypt. It don't matter where. It's your bloodline. That's what it is. And that's what you don't understand, people. You think because you was born in Mexico, you Mexican. What kind of madness is that? How you Mexican? How is you Issachar, Maya, or Azteca? How? You not Maya, you not Azteca because you was born in Mexico. Your daddy bloodline come the tribe of Judah. You are Judah. So see how madness that's a lot of mad. But you cannot have sex with your sister, and your sister can't have sex with you. None of that. And I know my little cousins now. My little cousin them growing up, everybody want to have sex with each other. My little cousin want to have sex, and the sister want to have sex with the sister, and the brother want to have sex with the sister. Yes, I growed up around all of that madness, molestation and stuff. I growed up around it. But it's against the God of Israel for you to look at your sister or your brother naked body. I think it's ready. Hold on, people. Give me a minute. So that is law number 141. We teaching you the civil law, people. You got to learn how to be civilized. If you ever gonna be the God of Israel, sons and daughters, you got to learn how to be civilized. Civilized. Stop going against the God of Israel. Please stop going against the God of Israel, people. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Do what the God of Israel wants you to do. He put you in this earth. He created you. He gave you breath to breathe. Do what he wants you to do and stop worrying about everything else because it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters but the God of Israel law and serving and obeying him. And he's not like Jesus. He's not Jesus. He's not Jehovah. He's not Jehovah. He's none of those gods. He totally 100% different from them. They're not real. They just characters that was made up by the Christian church. Statues. The God of Israel is a real God. He's a real God. He put you here to keep his law. He put you here to understand him. Let's go to the next law, people. This is a double standard class today. I'm not finna hold nobody up today. I don't know what the God of Israel want me to say and do today. I know Satan came up against me to stop me. I know that without a doubt. Let's go to the next law. Excuse me. Law number 142. Leviticus 18:11. You can't have sex with nobody in your family. You know how many Hebrews, black people, Belizeans and Mexicans, they call themselves Honduras and Panamanians and Colombia and Brazilians. You know how many of these people having sex with people in their family? Wow. It's unbelievable, people. Law number 142. Not to have relationships with your father's wife, daughter. Leviticus 18:11. Law number 142. Law number 142, Leviticus 18:11. Not to have sex with your father's wife, daughter. So that would be your sister-in-law. That would be your sister. That would be your sister-in-law. That's what it is, your sister. You cannot have sex with your father's wife, daughter. Your father's wife, daughter. Y'all are considered as brothers and sisters according to the Hebrew law. You can't have sex with your father's wife, sister. Your father's wife, sister. That would be your auntie, I think. Yeah, that's what it is, your auntie. See all the laws that God Israel have. See all the laws that he have, the civil law, people. The civil laws. You can't do that. You're going to be judged and held accountable. The God of Israel will judge you. He judging us right now. I'm telling you, Hebrews, what I know. You are being judged right now for all the things that you do. I can hear you Hebrew Israelites talking. I can hear y'all talking right now. Oh, what that woman talking about? What's she talking about? We keep the law. We believe in the God of Israel. I go to church. I'm into the truth. I'm into the truth. No, you are into a religion and you are into a doctrine that a man put together for you to follow. That's what you really in. The Christian church, same thing. You into a religion and a doctrine that a man put together for you to follow. It don't got nothing to do. They don't talk about no law. GOCCEEE Christian Church, nobody is reading the law, people. Can't you see this stuff so clear, man? You got thousands and millions of videos on YouTube. You got thousands of video on Facebook and TikTok now. But who is reading the law of the God of Israel? Absolutely nobody. Let me get some water. Excuse me. Take on. Excuse me. So all of these laws that I'm reading today, they dealing with relationships and having sex among your family members. It's so many black people, brown people don't have sex with people and they found their cousins having sex with cousins, and aunties having sex with their nephews, and all of this stuff, people. Hold on for one moment. Give me a moment. We're going right to the. You can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me. I think so. We're going to the next law. One moment. See, y'all people don't want no law. That's why you're not here. But anyway, let me see where we at right now. Three. Oh, not to have relationships with your son's daughter. That's the next law. Hold on for one moment. Leviticus 18:10, law number 44. Law number 144, not to have relationship with your daughter. Not to have how many men have raped their little daughters? How many black men, Hebrew men, have raped their own daughters? Not to have relationship with your daughter. A lot of y'all Hebrew Israelites, y'all daddy don't rape y'all. You've been raped by your daddy. You've been raped by your mom. You've been raped by grandma. You've been raped by your uncle. Yes, but you don't want to talk about that because see, I'm into the truth. I'm into the truth now. And all my sins have been forgiven because I believe in Christ. So I don't have to think about what my daddy did to me when I was a little girl and when I was a little boy, how he raped me and molested me. See, I don't have to think about what my mama did to me when I was a little girl and a little boy, how she had sexual relationships. I don't have to think about my uncle now raping me. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. See, you can't hide that. And that's why you so messed up and twisted, people. You so twisted in your mind because, see, you don't want to deal with the penalties. The penalty. You don't want to deal with what your mom and your dad and them done to you when you was little girls and little boys. Yes, they gonna pay for that. They're going to pay for raping you. They're going to pay for molesting you. They're going to pay because the law tells you that a man cannot lay with his daughter. A man cannot lay with his son. You can't do it. They're going to pay. Oh, mama gone to heaven now. Are you sure mama went to heaven? Are you sure mama went to heaven? Are you sure daddy went to heaven? Are you sure grandma went there? All the stuff grandma and them did to you, it don't got to be rape. They did all kind of stuff to us, people. They taught us the wrong God. They taught us the wrong things. They taught us against the civil law. We don't even know. We didn't know nothing about no civil law growing up. We didn't know nothing. Oh, mama gone to heaven. All the funeral service, everybody going to heaven and all that. People, please. That's paganism. How mom and dad and them going somewhere wicked and evil as they was. Nah, that's in the past, girl. I ain't talking about all that. Whatever happened, that's in the past. No, it's not in the past. Because the God of Israel actually have a law that's against that. And mama and daddy and grandma and all of them are going to pay for breaking the God of Israel law. Let's go to the next law. Let's go to the next. See, this is the civil law here. This actually showed you what kind of people we was dealing with when we was little girls, and look, they wasn't civil. My grandma wasn't a civil person. She wasn't civil. My uncle no was not civil. You think Unc is somewhere with the God of Israel? Absolutely not. Unc is nowhere near the God of Israel, though, or gate. Believe me, I know where Unc is and all the rest of them. So yeah, let's go to the next law, people. Come on. We got a few more, and then I'm going to end this, and I'm going to make a part 2. I'm coming back. This double standard class today. So you have from law number 143 all the way to law number 145. And we're going to stop right there because that's my 12 laws for today. And we're going to come. This is part 1 of the civil law. We're going to come back tonight. I'm not finished. I want to give Satan a black eye. I want to knock him out for messing with the servant of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the prophet of the God of Israel. I want to knock him out. Yeah. 143. Law number 143, not to have relationships with your son's daughter. Law number 144, not to have relationships with your daughter. Law number 145, not to have relationship with your daughter's daughter. Your daughter's daughter. That would be your granddaughter. Not to have relationship with your daughter. Leviticus 18:10. Leviticus 18:10, 143, 144, and 145. They all have that one Bible verse. Leviticus 18:10. We're going to read that right now. Not to have, law number 143, don't have no sex with your daughter. Law number 144, don't have no sex with your daughter's daughter. You can't have sex with your daughter. That's your granddaughter. You know how many grandmamas don't rape their grandkids? But see, y'all Hebrews don't want to talk about that, see. You just want to believe that Big Mama was just so good. So all the way down to 145, it talks about not having sex with your daughter, not having sex with your daughter, not having sex with your son's daughter. Again, that's your grandchildren. So let's read Leviticus 18:10. And I'm going to end this because that's the 12 laws for today. That's the 12 laws for the day. I'm going to come back with part 2. And we're going to get 12 more laws for tonight. So Leviticus 18:10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is thy own nakedness. The nakedness, verse 11, Leviticus 18:11, the nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Exactly. You want to be righteous? Then you got to know what righteousness is. And you got to understand what is right to do. And stop defending all them people in your family that have defiled you. As little girls and little boys, you got defiled by people in your family, and stop defending them. Because the more you defend them, the more you are holding the accountability or the penalty of their own sin is upon you. Because you keep defending grandma and them and uncle and them and all them, and you know they did you wrong. You know they did you wrong. You know they touch you in ways that they shouldn't have touched you. Hold them accountable so the God of Israel can hold them accountable. He's going to hold them accountable anyway. He told me, daughter, you cannot forgive nobody that don't ask you to forgive them. How you going to forgive somebody that don't ask you to forgive them? You can't. So I'm going to end this class right now. We did 12 laws today. We did 12. We coming back. We coming back. And we're going to do 12 more civil laws today. Okay? This is actually dealing with families. Families. Hebrew families. Hebrew family. Them people you don't want to talk to no more in your family. Them people you don't want to deal with in your family. All of that is wickedness and evil. Oh, I ain't talking to baby no more. I ain't talking to baby. I ain't talking to Uncle Johnny. I'm not talking to Uncle Sam no more. I'm not dealing with them people. That's wickedness. You're not a civil person. You're not civil. I ain't dealing with my auntie and them. My auntie and them did things I don't like and all. It don't have to be rape. They did all kind of things to you. It don't have to be rape or molestation. Yeah, deal with them and tell them what they did to you that was wrong. That's the only way you need to deal with them. So when they leave this world, they'll actually know and understand that they violated you. That they violated you. And the God of Israel going to hold them accountable. I don't care how much they don't ran around the church calling on Jesus. I don't care how much they don't ran around the church and paying tithes. You can do it. Yeah, I don't care. The God of Israel going to hold you accountable. And I'll talk to y'all in a minute. I'm going to end this one. Hopefully everything come out right with this audio, or this video. Hopefully. If not, y'all, I'm not going to come back on tonight, but I'll come back on probably tomorrow, some kind of way. But hopefully this came out right, and I'll be back in a minute. Subscribe, like the video, and share it.